Hey everybody, one of Weezem here. It's Thursday, November 20th, 2014. Finally, my Toys R Us got this in, which is the Legendary Blades Micro Comic Fun Pack. If you wondered why I haven't unboxed it, that is why. It was never in stock until today, apparently. So I've got that thing. Know of a couple other people said that their local stores. What happened to mine? Legendary Deja Vu, which we've opened up her comic fun pack. There's a little standee from it. She showed up just fine on the 2nd. And then on the 9th, November 9th, when this was supposed to be in stock, instead they got Legendary Jawbreaker. They were street dated, so they pulled them and the Legendary Deja Vu comics. And then when I went in, I think I had a dentist appointment or something, so I was in there like on a Tuesday around lunchtime. They didn't have any comics, and I thought, oh man, they sold out of the Legendary Deja Vus. And of course, I asked, I was like, hey, what happened to this thing, Legendary Blades? It was to be out, Sunday. And 2 days ago, are they all really gone? And then one of them finally remembered that, oh yeah, those were street dated, so he pulled them, and then they realized that they pulled these and the Deja Vus, and then they realized they didn't have this at all. And like I said, finally came in, and so I ran up there, got these. They put them all back out, and I went ahead and picked this one up as well. This one, I guess they would have had out Sunday, but this was the elusive one, so we're going to go ahead and start with it. But they are all available now. They released the 2nd, 9th, and 16th, these past 3 Sundays, only at Toys R Us as the exclusive Legendary ones. Again, that is a printed packaging. They're $9.99 each, same price. I don't think today there were any promotions. At least I'm pretty sure there weren't. But as you can see, Skylanders, it's IDW as the publisher, Activision logo, of course. And there's the Micro Comic Fun Pack for Legendary Blades. Selling point here, you get the comic, which in and of itself is pretty cool. You get a poster, you get a standee, and then you get an exclusive trap, and that's really the main draw. If you think, man, those comics are like $3.99 at GameStop, why would I buy this? One, it's exclusive. 2, it's got different content. Like, if you want all the content, you have to literally buy all of the micro comics. Each one is slightly different, has something the others don't. But this one, the main draw, of course, is the Legendary Trap. Right here the other night when I introduced Legendary Deja Vu, this is the trap that she was packaged with. This is, of course, the water element. Jughead would be the sculpt. And when you have the Jughead in the water element, it is the Flood Flask. And when you put this one in the game, it doesn't register as a standard Flood Flask. It creates a new entry, and it calls itself the Legendary Flood Flask. So, but I don't know why they didn't elementally align these. For example, Blades, of course, is an air element. Dragon, he's a new lander. They stuck him with an undead trap. They did the same thing with Jawbreaker, tech element. They put him with an undead trap, which granted, that's a really cool trap, but still. And then Deja Vu, of course, magic element new lander, and they gave her the Flood Flask, which is the water element. So I don't know what the logic was there. Would have been cool. Deja Vu magic, Jawbreaker tech, and then of course Blades air. But it is what it is. I don't know the logic behind it, but I do know, again, this right here is the Spirit Sphere and the Undead. So I have to assume, following the same format that the Flood Flask did, this is probably just going to be the Legendary Spirit Sphere. So we will run with that and hopefully be correct. Now, the comic for Deja Vu is actually pretty good. My knock on it was I didn't know how she was going to be legendary, and I don't want to spoil the comic for you. But it actually did address that, and so I'm hoping that this does the same. I was actually very, very happy with the Deja Vu one. But as you can see here, Skylanders Micro Comic Fun Packs, again, they're advertising the trap. The way it works, you place it in the portal, capture the villain, and then you can play as the villain, of course, for a limited time. There's some of the traps. I'm not even going to cover them, of course, right now. They're only compatible with Trap Team. They seriously better be compatible moving forward, or it will be quite the uproar amongst the fan base. Each exclusive Blades pack, which I wish it said Legendary Blades, includes Blade Story, Legendary Blade Story. We'll just correct this for them. Spyro poster. Again, I don't know the logic on the posters either. Like, it would make sense to me to have like a Legendary Blades poster, but that's just me. Maybe I'm too picky. I don't know. The Orb Trap. So again, we at least have confirmation there that this sculpt is the Orb. It's the banded boulder in Earth, it's a sphere, and undead, yada yada, but it is at least the orb, we know that one. And then of course the blade stand, which is actually kind of cool. I don't know what you're going to do with them, but I mean they're kind of neat. So there's that. And of course Deja Vu, she was available November 2nd, Blades November 9th at some locations. Other Toys R Us's, I assume yours probably got it in today like mine, or maybe earlier this week. And then, of course, Jawbreaker was available on the 16th. So, let's go ahead and crank this thing open. Chase McCain is hidden, and if you spot him, feel free to post up. Alright. And if you buy these and you don't open them, I don't know, like, what you're doing with your life. So, I mean, like, all the enjoyable content is literally mandating this to be opened. We'll just go ahead and start with the trap, since we got it again right here in the right hand is the standard edition Undead Orb Trap, which translates to an official trap name of the Spirit Sphere in the Undead element. And then right here you can see it's basically the same thing. It does seem heavier. I don't know why. I guess that gold paint really weighs it down. But right there around the Undead Skull you've got kind of gold fill-in. They do that in the game as well with the specific fill-ins you trap. And then the band right here, it is actually kind of just got some gold paint. Again, I'm not a fan of gold, but it's kind of neat to have different traps, I guess. So there's that. Again, that is included. That's the main draw. That's basically $6. So essentially for $4, you're getting a Legendary Blades standee, a poster, and a comic. So let's go ahead and do the standee here. Very complicated stuff. You got to pop this thing out. The background actually kind of looks cool too. It's kind of got that undead vibe going. We'll chuck that to the side, and then the way it works, you just slide this into place, square it up, and then of course on flat surfaces you can display Legendary Blades. Blades, bear in mind I have not upgraded him, but he's actually the most visually appealing Newlander to me. At least that's out right now. That may change when I get the others in my hand, but just his standard figure is very, very well done. I was super happy about that. Anyway, that's the standee. The cool thing, it is two-sided, so if you like put it on a table in the middle of the room, high traffic both sides, everyone can enjoy it. So we will set that down. Let's go ahead and take a look at the poster. Here's your checklist. Pop Fizz and Stealth Elf will dub that one. Chop Chop's in the back. Number 2, Prism Break, Spyro, and Jet Vac. And then of course, actually it's like Hyper Beam, Prism Break. You know, it's kind of like the Swap Force characters. Big Bang Trooper Happy, Eruptor, and then of course we've got Gilgran. I've got to call 1 second. Okay, so attempt number 3 to finish this. I think we were to poster number 3. Big Bang Trigger Happy, Volcanic Eruptor, Gilgran. Looks like Flashman. I guess that'd be like Light Core theoretically, but let's go ahead and this is the front cover here, or the back of the poster, whatever you want to call it. It does have Legendary Blades there, but let's take a look at the poster. There it is. We've got Jet Vac, Prism Break, Hyper Beam, Prism Break again, Spyro. Yeah, you can call them what you want to, but base characters, Jet Vac, Prism Break, and Spyro. So again, why Blades or Legendary Blades isn't on there, I don't quite know. But that's that again. Just for my own recap, we've got the trap, we've got the poster, we've got the standee. Well, let me turn that so you can kind of see it. And here is the comic. It's actually got a really cool cover. I Am Legendary looks to be the title there. It's got that gloss, kind of, it's hard to explain, but it's a really neat looking cover. It's like a higher quality paper and print, I believe. Inside, ooh, we got Bouncer and Night Shift. He's one of my favorite characters, actually. So I'll thumb you through here. I'm not going to read it to you. I will read it as soon, actually, while this video edits. Looks like Brock is in there. I was hoping maybe for some Fling Kong again, but I guess we got enough last time. So bios, I'll go ahead and tell you who those are in case you like one of your favorite characters. Bouncer, that's kind of cool. The Giant's back. There's Night Shift, Wildfire, and Snapshot are going to be your featured bios. So again, these are actually really well written. They're a lot of fun. I enjoyed the snot out of the Legendary Deja Vu one. But this is it with the Legendary Blades micro comic fun pack you're going to get. Obviously, I Am Legendary. The comic dedicated to him. You get poster number 2, which again, Prism Break, Spyro, and Jet Vac. Kind of a cool poster, really. And then, of course, you get the Legendary Spirit Sphere. And last but not least, if you're a big-time Blades fan, you get this cool Legendary Blades standee. So that is that, $9.99. They're only available at Toys R Us. Again, my local TRU just got these things in today, apparently. Or that's when they called me, I don't know. And then I've had a few people tell me their Toys R Us's are only selling these 1 per customer. So keep that in mind. Mine didn't have any limitations. They probably should, because there's probably 2 people in town that'll go through and buy them all up when they think they can make $5 on them. Which again, if you don't get these for retail, don't be one of those people that goes out and spends money online and pays more than they retail for. That's crazy. That said, we got number 2 finally. It's a little bit late again. My apologies. I intended to have that thing on the 9th, and 11 days later, here we are. So that's that, though. I'm going to come in now and open up number 3, finish this series off. We'll take a look at that one. So as always, thanks for watching. oneofwisdom.com is my personal site. You can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. Make sure you are subscribed here. Most of the time, my local stores have things in stock when they're supposed to. That said, if you are a big Skylanders fan, surf over to SkylanderClub.com. That'll take you straight to the forum. If you like what you see there, sign up. We would absolutely love to have you. That said, thanks again for watching, and I will catch you back here as we check out the legendary Jawbreaker Micro Comic Fun Pack.